Halacha Yomi. We're on page 411. Halacha 76. The general custom is to refrain from working on Tisha B'Av, since work generally distracts you from feeling the morning. However, one may work on Tisha B'Av night. Okay, but the Gemara warns us, whoever works Tisha B'Av will not see blessing from the money that he earned. So, only if you have to, you should go to work, but otherwise, don't think you're going to get bracha from this money. 78. Any melacha permitted in Chol HaMoed because one will otherwise incur a financial loss may be performed Tisha B'Av. So let's say you're going to have a business deal, you're going to lose your principal, just like Chol HaMoed, you will be allowed to do business. So therefore, too, on Tisha B'Av, you also will be able to work. However, one may not work if it only is to earn a profit. 79. One is permitted to work on Tisha B'Av if he needs to work to support his family and otherwise will not be able to pay the basic necessities. 80. One who owns a store that sells food may sell food even immediately after leaving synagogue in the morning, and you do not have to wait until Chatzot. 81. One may buy something on sale on Tisha B'Av if the sale will end after Tisha B'Av. It's like just like Chol HaMoed, same thing. Davar Aved is considered a financial loss. Now we said also, how can a person keep a restaurant open on Tisha B'Av or on Shabbat Sabet Tammuz? So you shouldn't go to work. The guy shouldn't open his restaurant. But we said in Shabbat Sabet Tammuz that technically there's a lot of people who are exempt from the fast day. So it's not necessarily mifnei aver to go and sell food to people on Shabbat Sabet Tammuz. But by Tisha B'Av, a lot more people have to fast, and also it's not really allowed to work. So maybe it's better not to open over there. 82. Many people have the custom to sleep with their mattress on the floor Tisha B'Av. And some people put a rock under their pillow. This is brought in Shulchan Aruch. Kaf HaChaim says, one who's weak and needs to sleep on a more comfortable bed may sleep as he would regularly. One who finds it difficult to practice these customs should still try to minimize his comfort when sleeping. If you sleep with 2 pillows, you should try to sleep with 1. You know, there was people who already, since October 7th, they already put in their mattress something uncomfortable. I know there's Chaim Kevsky's son-in-law. He put a piece of plywood on top of his mattress. He sleeps on a piece of plywood now, and because to not to forget that there's still people who are hostages, and shouldn't think everything's okay. So it's levels to get to. 83. From sunset until Erev Tisha B'Av until Chatzot the Tisha B'Av afternoon, one may not sit in a regular chair, bench, stool, or couch, or the like. So that means from the sunset, Tisha B'Av, and all the way until Tisha B'Av afternoon. 84. Even during prayers, one may not sit on a chair, rather one should sit on the floor with a small pillow. 85. The pillow should not be higher than a tefah, 8 centimeters above the ground. However, one who finds it difficult to sit up on a stool can sit up onto a stool that's 3 tefahim from the ground. So preferably, sometimes people sit on these baby chairs that we have over there for the people who are azoi. Those chairs you have to measure, make sure that's not more than 8 centimeters. Someone who has very difficulty sitting on a low chair, you can be lenient 24 centimeters, but not more than that. 86. One should not sit on directly the stone floor. If there's a stone floor, you should make a separation. You put something, they used to put korpoche on the floor. They shouldn't sit on a stone floor. 87. One who finds it exceedingly difficult to sit in a low chair, like an ill person, elderly person, pregnant woman, they may sit in a regular chair because it's impossible for them. The Chachamim did not go there. They should be in tremendous pain. 88. One may sit on the stairs in the shul, even if it feels like a regular chair. The best seat in the house is the steps to the Heichal, because that feels like a regular chair, and at the same time you're sitting on the floor, so it's allowed. 89. It is permitted to sit when riding on a bus. Some say it's preferable to stand if one can. Obviously, if you're driving on Tisha B'Av somewhere, you sit in your car, in your chair. What it is what it is. 90. At Tisha B'Av, one is still required to stand for a Tamil Chacham. Oops, that's a tough one. You gotta go all the way up, and you gotta go all the way back down. 91. It is customary not to prepare any food for the fast until after Chatzot. That's the custom. If one needs to prepare for a large meal for a lot of people, so then you can prepare even before Chatzot. Some women have the custom to clean the house and to do the beds on Tisha B'Av after Chatzot. It's preferable not to do so. Okay, fine. Tefillot. Now we're moving on to the prayers of Tisha B'Av. Number 1, as a sign of mourning, one should wear plain weekday clothes on Tisha B'Av, not the Shabbat clothes. 2, it is customary to remove the parochet. You take off the the curtain from the Eichal. Some people have the custom to also remove the covering of the bima or any tablecloths in the synagogue or in their house. 3. Kaddish Kabal is said after Shmona Esrei, and we say Megillah Eicha. It's customary only to light candles in the shul that will permit one to read Eicha and Kinot. Some congregations have the custom to dim the lights and put candles just enough to see what we're reading, and that way we're in the darkness. 5. The Sfarad custom is to read Megillah Eicha without a bracha, both during the night and the day. Ashkenazim, they say bracha. One who cannot hear Eicha in the shul should say it at home. After Eicha is read, the lights in the synagogue are turned off. The Chazan lights a candle, and he says a paragraph that laments the destruction of the temple, how many years it's been since its destruction. We say, Achaynu Beit Yisrael, Shimo, my brothers, the Jewish people, listen. Due to our great sins, we are counting from the destruction of our temple, from the galut of the Shekhinah, the loss of our crown of our head. Hayom, 1950, whatever it is, years since the destruction of the Beit HaMikdash. Oy lanu Chorban Beit HaMikdash, oy lanu Sefat Torah, oy lanu Harigat Tzadikim, oy lanu Tzaro Shel Mashiach. Woe is to us the destruction of the temple, woe is to us the burning of Torah, woe is to us the killing of the Tzadikim, woe is to us the suffering of Messiah. So we say this, we have to announce how many years it's been since the destruction of Beit HaMikdash. 8. After Kinot are completed, paragraph V'ata Kadosh, it's then we say special Kaddish, Shila Ma'alot, Alenu Shabbayach. Azui, person who's Azui, Avel, during the first 3 days, may go to synagogue. He's allowed to go to synagogue to hear the Kinot. You gotta say Kriyat Shema L'mitah, Shabbat, like regular. Only thing you skip is Vidui. There's no Vidui in the Kriyat Shema L'mitah for Tisha B'Av. Okay, well, then we're going to talk about next time the insertions of the Amidah and also tefillin. Do we wear tefillin on Tisha B'Av?